Hi everybody, Mike from Velo Cycles. A couple of people have asked me how we service the SunXCD rear hub. How do we get the free hub off there and to get inside it, the bearings and the parts of the free hub? Well, the problem is that you just need to get this end cap off first. Once you've got the end cap off, everything comes away quite nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap a thread in the end cap so that we can get a small screw in there, and then you'll see what happens. So we have an M6 6mm tap, which will tap a nice hole in this end cap. So I'm just going to run the tap into there. I'll just go and pop it in a vise while I do that and come back to you. So we tap the thread. Hopefully you can see the thread in there. And I'm just now going to put a 6mm bolt in there. So one 6mm bolt, just screw it into the end there. Doesn't have to go very far, just screw it in a few turns. And that's effectively plug that hole. So what do we do next? So what we do next is just use an old skewer. If you're on the road, you could of course use the skewer off your bike, and literally we just have to tap the end here with whatever you have to hand. I'm going to use a hammer, but on the road I guess you could use a rock. And we're going to tap the end cap off. Just get the hammer. No great force is needed. I'm just using a little hammer here, and we're just going to tap that off, and you can see that's pushed the end cap right out. So save the end cap and remove the old skewer, and then the whole thing just comes apart. The free hub body unscrews, nicely greased there, as you can see. There's a little sleeve there that goes next, and then that exposes the bearings. If you want to service the bearings, you can usually just push that out, or maybe just tap it out again. Tap the axle out, and you've got the bearing there, and the other bearings in there, all nicely greased. So very easy to re-grease. If you want to get at this one, you've just got to tap the left hand side off in a similar way. So put it back together, could be easier. Just tap that back on. So it doesn't need to be tight. The sleeve, the free hub, this goes on, then we can just push on the end cap, remove the bolt, refit the skewer, and you're ready to go. So just one point to hold the hub in while you tap it. This is a very useful little tool. You just put it in your vise. It's available separately. It doesn't come with the vise, and it's, a lot of people call it pedal vise or something like that. But it'll hold something round nicely and firmly while you tap the hole. So that's a useful little tool to have. But not very expensive, but useful tool for anyone who does a bit of work on their bikes to have. So we'll put the hub back in the box. If you're lucky enough to buy this particular 120mm Sun hub, then it'll be ready ready taps are all you'll need to take on you on tour if you want to repack it while you're on the road. It's a little screw, M6 screw. In fact, I'll put that in the box so whoever buys it, and then you can just tap it off with the skewer, like I said. So easy peasy, can be stripped in literally 5 minutes. If you're not going to do it regularly, which I would advise that you would, you can always just put a self tapper in the end cap here rather than bother tapping a thread. I like to tap a thread because I like to be able to service it without any drama really, and just something. I mean, there are various ways of getting that off, but that is one that achieves the getting the end cap off without marking or damaging the end cap at all. So I've been trying to persuade the factory to tap those end caps when they manufacture the hubs, but I've not managed to do that yet. But that is the factory recommended method. There is a video from Japan somewhere that I couldn't find, I had it years ago, that explains how you split the hubs. So I thought I'd make you another one. Anyway, that's all from me, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.